Hey guys, welcome everybody, whoever is already joining me on YouTube Live. It has been like 16 sessions already, and this is going to be the 17th one. The nice part is like because I have been pushing you guys so much that just try to get started with your procedure to come to Germany because I'm literally telling you this is the last moments. This is the last moments when the things are going to be so lenient for you, and especially for the people who are purely coming here for education purposes and then they want to settle here afterwards. The people who are like still coming as unskilled labor, for them it isn't going to be like such big of a deal because the labor laws didn't help them in any way. But anybody who wants to do here bachelor's or master's or PhD or job seeker visa, who wants to do any of these things in Germany, for them it is going to be extremely amazing. And mostly because you have no idea how crazy easy things have become. The law will still take place. I think the law will still come into implementation on around um December or something, but still it doesn't mean that you don't have to get started. Because look, you just have like maybe 5 or 6 years more, and then afterwards things are just going to die down a bit because Germany will be famous as a immigrant country. Because I'm telling you, this definitely is going to last for at least 5 to 6 years, not longer than that. Because afterwards people start knowing that okay, the laws are easier here, I can just come here and after 2 years I can get the permanent residency and so on. So for that regard, I'm telling you, it is like extremely important that you start right now. And in this video, I am telling you here, in this video we will cover every single detail, any single question that you might have, so that you can start preparing for your journey to Germany. Because I'm telling you, like, I just want to push you guys. I don't really care how you come. You can hire a consultant, you can come by your own. It doesn't matter to me at all, as long as like you're taking the step. Because to be honest, things are getting worse in India. And that is the reason, like, I think you guys know already about the unemployment rate, that it has been the highest in India since, I don't know, since how many years now. So that is the reason I'm pushing you guys to just start with your German journey to Germany, or however you want to call it. Now, so let's start the session today, and we are going to cover bachelor's, master's, PhD, and job seeker, everything step by step in this complete slide. Um, Before we start, can you guys just tell me from which cities you are joining in from? Which cities are you joining this live session from, so that I have a better idea what kind of audience I'm addressing right now? All right, so we have from Jammu Kashmir, we have from Mangalore, Chennai, Nashik, Kerala, Surat, Chennai, Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai, Punjab, Kollam, Amritsar, Cochin, Delhi, Chennai. All right, so that's interesting. Now you guys have gotten ready completely. Thanks for the super chat. Um, and Prini is also here. That's really interesting. She's from Heidelberg. She already moved to Germany now, and I hope all of you guys are having a good time. Uh, I just want you to understand one simple thing here, that doesn't matter how you want to come to Germany, man. I'm here. I'll try to help you out with whatever I can. And this is the reason I'm taking these live sessions, so that I can just help as many people out as possible. Because otherwise, to respond to every single message, it is going to be more difficult for me. But once now I know from which cities you are, let's start with the session and not waste too much time. So, my name is Bharat Chaudhary, and I am doing my master's in international management and engineering in Technical University of Hamburg. It's a really great course, a really nice university. If anybody wants to study engineering and management, I would definitely recommend that you also take a look at this course, because this course is by far ranked at number 5 in the entire Germany. Because it is really strict, it is really hard, and also the professors push you really lot. Like, if you are coming to study this course, first semester is going to be hell. Afterward the things get a bit cooled down. This semester is going to be like 9 courses for me. But anyways, I'll keep you guys updated about all of those things. So today's target groups are going to be the bachelor aspirants, anybody who wants to do bachelors in Germany. Doesn't matter if you're doing your 12th, if you're doing your diploma, it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you want to do your bachelors in Germany, you will be covered in this one. Then afterwards, the master's aspirants. Now, it doesn't matter what kind of degree you had. It doesn't matter if you did your diploma first, then if you did your bachelor's, or if you are from commerce or whatever field you are from. It doesn't matter. I will be covering every single one of it so that you have a better idea and you can just get started with it. Like, that is the main idea of this whole live session today. So we have masters, we have bachelors, then afterwards we will go towards PhD. PhD students will also be covered, and then we will take job seekers. So whoever wants to come to Germany for a job, they will also be covered in the session. Now let's start with bachelors. Now, and in the end, I forgot to tell you guys. First of all, in the end, we have the AYQ, like your ask your question session. I will keep it a bit like longer. It doesn't matter as long as we have viewers and we have questions. I'll keep responding. Today, I'm not putting any bar. As long as you guys are here, I can help you out. So let's start with trends. Thanks Vishnut Pandey for the super chat. That's really nice of you. All right, so trends in Germany. Now let's talk about trends, why exactly we are going to discuss about your journey to Germany, and why not America, why not Australia, why not Canada, why not any of the other countries which are like pretty trending. Because nobody has an idea, to be honest. Anybody thinks about going to US because every other person is going to US. Nobody knows how the immigration laws are, how difficult life is there, how racist or like how criminal the country can be. The same goes for Canada. The economy is in complete shatters, and although the immigration is pretty easy in that sense, but the amount of money that you have to spend to come to Canada, that is also insane, and the same goes for Australia. So why the hell are people not talking about Germany? This is something I completely do not understand. You do your studies afterwards, in 2 years you have your permanent residency. What else do you need? So that being said, let's start with the trends. So I just made a video yesterday that the immigration law, I think the day before yesterday, that the immigration laws have been relaxed in Germany. That means if you're a skilled person, if you have done bachelors, or if you have done masters, if you have done PhD, and you want to come to Germany to do a job, it is going to be way easier for you now than before. Do you understand me? It is going to be very easier. There is not going to be any kind of like proof or any kind of check that first this thing has to go to a person who is from EU, or like who is from Germany, who is a German citizen, then comes the EU citizen, and then afterwards goes to non-EU. There's nothing like that right now, and this is why I'm telling you, this is crazy. If you're not using the time right now, if you're not using the advantage, if you're not taking advantage of the situation right now to come to Germany, man, it is just sad. um Hadish Rao, thanks for your donation. Really appreciate that. Now let's move on to afterwards, like immigration laws. You've already understood. I've told you that anybody who wants to come to Germany now, who is a skilled person, that means he has a formal qualification of bachelor's or master's, it is going to be easier for them to find a job here, and they are no longer going to be checked by the Federal Employment Agency if their profession has a demand in Germany or not. So that is already extremely nice. Then we have the shrinking workforce. In the next few years, the workforce in Germany is only going to shrink. And I've told you guys that it was even minus 0.17%. As soon as so many refugees came inside, now things have changed. Children are popping up again everywhere. So um, I think that after 10 years or something, or I think after 10-15 years, the workforce will start growing again. But till that time, the Germany is experiencing a shrinking workforce, and that is the reason they're asking to just bring so many people inside, as many people as they can. It doesn't matter, as long as they're educated, as long as they're skilled, they want them to come to Germany. Because Otherwise, the stress on the social contribution system. What is social contribution system? So for example, if you're working right now and you're paying your social contributions every single month, that ensures that when you get old, when you're not working anymore, that you're able to take money from the government. What is happening right now is Germans are getting way more older. Like, there are just way more old Germans than there are. um Thanks, Somesh. Thanks for your super chat. So there are way more old Germans right now than there are the young people who want to work in companies or who are working in general. So that is putting a huge pressure on the social contribution system. And this is the reason why people want the Germans want immigrants to come to Germany and take up jobs so that they can keep getting their pensions. This is the main reason why there's like so much stress on social contribution system, and this is the exact reason why the German politicians want other people to come here. Now, also, Germany has always been a strong and expanding economy. If you want to talk about it, like, this is the main reason why they're even able to increase the wage again to 9 euros and 35 cents per hour. That will happen in 2020. Right now, it's 8 euros and 86 cents. And Germany has constantly been the highest GDP in entire European Union since 2007. So hands down, there's no other country that you should look for when you're thinking about coming to Europe. Germany is great. Germany is like beautiful, beautiful houses, beautiful food. If you want to find some girlfriends here, well, try your luck. I hope you find it easy, but it wasn't easy for me for sure. Thanks, Yash, for your super chat. So, like, all of these things make Germany extremely attractive, and especially like if you think about the job and if you think about the work life balance, it's like crazy. The people respect your free time. They respect that when you go home, that you can stay at home, you don't get any calls from your office or from your colleagues. Doesn't matter at all right? So this is extremely nice. This is the reason why I recommend everybody to come to Germany, man. US, Australia, Canada, they are having their own problems right now. Germany is still like an underdog. Nobody knows about Germany. um, Thank you, Bhima Shankar, for your super chat. Really appreciate it. I will take up all of your questions afterwards. Now, so do not worry. I remember your names. So afterwards, after the trends, let's go towards the bachelors, people. Now, okay, so I also wanted to add that this trend is going to be lasting just for the next 5 or 6 years. So I want you till the time this video ends. Now, I'm going to make you take action on whatever dream you have. Doesn't matter if it's about coming to Germany or Australia or whatever, because I'm telling you 100% honestly, like, I don't see any future in India right now. Unemployment is an all-time high. The government isn't doing anything. Anybody who speaks anything against that just gets completely fucked. So you don't need to stay in a place which you don't like. If you love living in India, great, like, just stay there. But if you don't like the situations there, if you're like completely stressed out with the um, um overworking culture of the corporate companies, and most of the times, they do not respect, like, if you're asking for a vacation, they pretend like, you're asking them for some money that you didn't earn, but which is extremely like untrue. In Germany, people respect your vacation, people respect your family time, and all of these things is what makes Germany what it is right now. That is why Germany is so attractive. That is why people can just take their time off. They can spend it with their children. They can make some hobbies, nah? But in India, nobody has time for hobbies, because the only thing you can spend on is just completely going to work, wasting 2 hours, coming back, wasting 2 hours. That's exactly what happens all the time. Sanket Thakre, thank you so much for your super chat. Really appreciate it. Everybody who's doing super chats, man, thank you. um all right, so now let's go to the bachelors. Everybody who wants to come for bachelors to Germany, there are a few different ways. The first one is going to be your 13 years of education. It doesn't matter, it can happen in a few different forms. I'm going to discuss all of that. And this is the main hindrance that you see when you are thinking about coming to Germany for your bachelors. Indian education system just has 12 years of bachelors, whereas The German education system has 13 years of bachelor's if you want to go to a university. So this is the main reason why students think that coming to Germany for bachelor's is more difficult. Actually, it really isn't. It really isn't that difficult, but still. I'll explain you exactly how you can start. No? So, if you're anybody who is in 12th and they want to come to Germany for bachelor's, your next step is going to be to start learning German. So, the learn to write the Aufnahmeprüfung, which is the entrance exams for Studienkolleg. You have to learn German till B1 or B2. Now, it depends from Studienkolleg to Studienkolleg. So, once you have learned German till B1 or B2, then you apply to the Studienkolleg and you ask them if you are able to write the Aufnahmeprüfung. Studienkolleg is going to sort out all of the applications, and then they are going to invite a few people for the Aufnahmeprüfung. Some Studienkolleg, like the Studienkolleg in Hamburg, they even let you write the Aufnahmeprüfung from India itself. How nice is it? Like if you're 4 or 5 people, then you can just write the Aufnahmeprüfung from India itself. And that's great. You don't have to come to Germany to do that. Nah? So once you have written the Aufnahmeprüfung, then afterwards, the Studienkolleg is going to get the results again. Then you do your 1 year course in Studienkolleg, and then you apply to the universities after writing the Feststellungsprüfung. It is another exam. It's almost the equivalent to JEE in Germany. Nah? So these are the simple steps. This is exactly how things are done. There is nothing written between the lines or something. If you have any kind of questions or whatever, man, come to the Facebook group. That is why we are there. That is why all of the students are there trying to help each other out. That is why the universities are there. Their job is to respond to you. Their job is to help you out. So just use them. Use the resources that you have at hand. I'm making these live sessions every Wednesday, and that the whole purpose is so that I can help you out with whatever questions you have and like get you started. Nah? Then anybody who wants to do diploma or who is doing diploma right now, you can also apply to for bachelor's in Germany, but Uni Assist most of the times does not consider diploma as official studies. So you should always go for any kind of university which is taking your application directly and not through Uni Assist. So this is the important point that you have to take care of here. And also people who have done IB diploma, for them it is not going to be an issue at all. They can just apply directly to the universities, and IB diplomas are accepted in Germany. Then afterwards comes our the people who have done JE Advanced. Now, for the people who have done JE Advanced, they can get direct admission in Germany. It does not matter if you want to the ranking in the JE Advanced does not matter. So stop fussing about it. Like I got this rank, that rank. It doesn't matter. You just have to apply if you have cleared your JE Advanced. Mainly because the students who apply to Germany after getting their JE Advanced clear is really, really less. It's extremely less. Nah? And also people like, for example, because in bachelor's, in Germany, you don't have so much option in English taught programs. So even if you want to apply for the German taught programs, it's perfectly fine. You can apply for German taught programs too after clearing JEE or after having your diploma. You can definitely do it. There is no question there. And if you learn till B1, like I said, if you learn till B1 or B2, man, it is going to be so easy for you that you're just like completely forget about coming to the English taught programs. Now you also have your 1 year of bachelor's. You can do your 1 year of bachelor's in India itself, and then afterwards, just a second, guys. Is the audio working fine? It's showing some red signals here. Like, just like this video and let me know if it's working or not, so that I can keep continuing and I can see all right that it's working. Uh, till the time you like the video, let me go forward. And after anybody who has done 1 year of bachelor's in India, they can very easily come to Germany and take a direct admission here. All you need for that is your 2 semester of transcripts. That's it. Your first year of transcripts, you make them, and then it's done. That's pretty much it. That's how simple it is after you have 1 year of your bachelor's done in India. Nah? Now, afterwards comes your preparing. Exactly. So, if you're thinking about any of these ways, if you're thinking about Studienkolleg after your 12th, if you're thinking about diploma, if you are already doing diploma and you want to apply to some universities, if you are thinking about coming to Germany after your JE Advanced, or if you're coming to Germany after 1 year of bachelor's in India, man, start preparing a year in advance because things take time in Germany. For example, if you're coming for student colleague, till the time you start learning German and till the time you actually um, end up studying in a student colleague, it can take up to 8 months or 6 months. So like prepare in advance. And that is the reason I also made that complete guide of like learning German and stuff, so that you have an idea of how to start, where to end, how to just do the things which are anything in the middle, like any kind of intermittent processes, how you can go through them. Nah? So start preparing a year in advance. If you have any kind of questions, do not worry, because we are going to take the ask your questions in the end. You can see here. So once everything is done, your bachelor's, master's, PhD, all these sections are done, stay till the end, because then I'm going to take whatever questions you have. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. As long as you guys are here today, I'm going to respond to you. I think let's say 10:30. I think we'll till 10:30 I'm going to be able to respond to most of your questions now, but stay till the end so that you have an idea of everything here. Now, people who want to do their masters in Germany after their diploma plus bachelor's, they can directly get admission without any problem. Even if you're applying through Uni Assist, it is going to be completely fine. Uni Assist accepts diploma plus bachelor's. They might tell you where are the first year of transcripts. When they ask you for that, you show the documents of your 10th, you show the documents of your diploma, 3 years of studies, and then you show the documents of your bachelor's. That's how things work. Now, if you are coming to Germany for your masters after 4 year of bachelor's, it doesn't matter what kind of field you are from, what kind of degree you did. If you did from state government university or if you're doing from private university, it doesn't matter. Most of the times it's actually way easier if you have done your bachelor's in a private university, because you get better grades there. Like, don't get offended here, but that's exactly how things work. The people who are in government institutions, they have to cry. um, well, and anybody who has their 3 year bachelor courses, even for them it's easy. Man, you have no idea how easy things get here, because University of Stuttgart, University of Göttingen, TU Dresden, so many universities accept degrees which are 3 year bachelor courses in India. So if you have done your bachelor's of computer applications, if you have done your BMS or any other thing, it is going to be easy for you to apply here. But the universities which accept your application are going to be lesser than the one who have like 4 year bachelor requirements. Nah? And also, one thing I think that people really get wrong is that it is hard for people who are coming for arts, commerce, humanities, or whatever. But man, it is absolutely not hard. It is really easy. People who are coming for their masters in arts or commerce or humanities and natural sciences, you have dedicated courses on DAAD for you. Go to www.daad.de and then you will find all of the courses listed there. And people who think that, okay, most of the courses might not be there or something like that, that's bullshit. Anything, whatever kind of course is actually legit and is actually respected by the German Council of Vice Chancellors or something, all of those courses will be available there to you, and you can just select them. You can see all of the information there. Then comes what can be your profile, or with what kind of grades can you apply, or what kind of grades you have to keep in mind so that you can apply for your masters in Germany. That is going to be IELTS 6.5. Now, many universities also accept medium of instruction certificate, but do not rely on it, because maybe you feel like applying to Canada or whatever, some other countries, then IELTS is the norm. You should definitely think about writing IELTS, because it's also easier. It's easier than TOEFL and all that. Now, and also if you have above 70% grade, that is better. But what would you do if you have below 70%? What is the way that you can just get your masters in Germany? So the people who have weaker profiles, now they can come to the German taught programs. Now look at me. My profile wasn't that weak. It was 7.4 CGPA in a government university, so it wasn't that bad. But for Germany, it was bad. Now, so my German grade point was around 2.29 or something, according to my grading system in India. And it would have been very difficult for me to get a proper admit there. And that's why I thought, why to stress, why to fuzz over all of these competition. Rather, I'll just come for the German thought program. And for German thought program, you need B2 level. You need B2 level till the time of application, and till the time of enrollment you have to show at least test staff with 16 points. So anybody who does not understand it, or like who is having trouble in figuring out what kind of deadlines are there or what kind of requirements are there, every single detail is mentioned on the university's website. All right, so if you're thinking that you aren't able to figure out how to start or how what the first steps are going to be, that's complete bullshit. Like, you can directly go to the university's website, admission requirements, clearly everything is written. And if you still have problems, come to my Facebook group and I'm going to like answer to you there. Now let's moving forward. I'm going to talk about some other details which are left here. um Exactly. So I think for masters, the main issue is that okay, most of the students might not have 70%, and this goes for everybody. This goes for arts, commerce, humanities, natural sciences, 3-year bachelors, 4-year bachelors. Doesn't matter what it is. So if you do not have the 70%, just directly start planning for German taught programs. The German courses in India, most of the times in 4 months or 6 months, they can teach you till B2 if it is a good institute. Otherwise, you can use some online courses. I'm going to talk about it later on. But once you have B2, man, you are passing through all of the competition. No more stress, no more drama like you have in the English taught programs, and you can just directly very easily come for the German taught programs. Now, for the people who are coming for PhD, now, for PhD, it is like 3 to 5 years of a complete degree. After 3 to 5 years, you can just finally get your doctor title in your hand. There are two types of ways you can do your PhD in Germany. Like, either you can go through the structured programs, which I'll talk about now. So with structured programs, you have these portals, you have these job portals or like university portals where it will be mentioned that we are looking for a PhD position student or like a PhD position candidate. Now, in those cases, it is going to be a structured program. There are going to be some other people who are going to supervise you in actually doing your PhD, and it is like more like a master's course. It is not like exactly like PhD, like your pure PhD that you're doing everything on your own, but more like a master's course. And because I also want to do my PhD after the master's ends, and that is the reason I'm also like researching more about it. The individual programs are for the students who aren't able to find their desired PhD program in Germany. So how does the individual programs work? You write to a professor with your proposal of research, or you see in the university's website what kind of research is going on in the university. Once you have seen both of them, then you can just directly write to the professor with your research proposal, and then you can say, all right, my research proposal is actually somewhat in the same direction of what the research is going on in your institute, and I would love to do my PhD under your supervision. Now this has to be more detailed. Nah? You have to talk about why the professor should give you the PhD place, why exactly you want to do the PhD only under that professor. As soon as the professor says yes, that's it. Afterwards, there's no more drama left. He will just send you a form which you have to fill out, and you will have to submit this to the university again, to the proper board of admission. Now, and then afterwards, once they have accepted you, you get the admission letter, and the process is completely the same like bachelor's, master's, or your PhD. Like PhDs, anyways, there. So these are the main points. The salary is also extremely nice. I'm telling you, this is the reason why most of the people, they think about, all right, I don't want to do a job afterwards because the job is almost paying me the exactly same about what like the PhD is paying. Now, this is the case most of the times only with the people with natural sciences or humanities, and with the people who have done their civil engineering. They get paid really less here. Like the starting salary in Germany for for civil engineers after their masters is just 3,300 or like till 3,600. Nah? So it is better, like, you are getting a doctor title, and I'm telling you, if you have a doctor title in Germany, everybody talks to you differently because they respect you more in Germany. Like, I don't know, the doctor title somewhat makes a huge difference in your reputation. And yeah, just everybody takes you more seriously if you have a doctor's. So highly reputed, and also it is very easier to get into postdoc in Germany because there are not just universities which offer PhD. It's not just the universities, and this is what the people think wrong. People think, all right, I have to do my PhD and it will be offered just by the universities. No, PhDs are offered by universities, research institutions, and companies. Even companies offer you PhD. So like this is a very important point that you have to keep in mind. Now, afterwards, let's come to job seekers, anybody who wants to come for a job seeker visa. Here, also, the problem was, earlier, if you didn't have a proper job seeker visa, or like if you didn't have a proper clear purpose, the embassy would send you a rejection right away. But things have gotten better now, especially like after Tuesday. This law will still be implemented, like I think around December. It could be a bit later, but still, anybody who wants to come for a job seeker visa, the job seeker like to search for jobs, that's exactly what it means. So the visa is going to be for 6 months. You can go around Germany, you can do interviews in different companies, you can hand out your CVs and your cover letter and your motivation letter, all of that, but you have to show the finances that you can sustain yourself. And what is the finances that you can sustain yourself? The finance is going to be like your bank statement should show that you have 4,320 euros at least directly at your disposal, which is going to be around 4 lakh rupees. Now, for masters, you have to show around 8 lakh rupees. It is double the amount, 8,640 euros. For bachelors, it's also 8,640 euros. In general, if you want to live in Germany, 720 euros per month is the minimum that you have to show. Then comes, there's a huge demand for computer science, IT, man. Like, I don't know why people compare Germany and United States and they say, there's like more chances in USA. Like, of course there are more chances because it's just way too big. But in Germany, according to its size, man, Germany also has a lot of demand for people who have expertise in building websites, who have expertise in deployment, and they are just good in their skills. So it doesn't matter if you are a computer science engineer, if you're an IT engineer, if you're mechanical, civil, and electronics, you are going to get a job. For civil engineers, it's so easy to get a job here, mostly because nobody wants to do it. But it's sometimes also very highly paid. After 10 years of work experience in civil engineering, you can earn up to 10,000 euros per month. It's even better for CSE and stuff. Like for CSE, the normal raise after 6 years or 8 years of work experience is 8,000 euros per month. Now the same goes for electronics. Like for them also, it is very very easy uh, to find a job, like during their job search visa at least. So also for management skills, anybody who wants to come to Germany for management, now they have done MBA or they have done management and engineering and they want to come to Germany, it is very important. It's absolutely imperative that you have good German skills. If you do not have good German skills and you want to go into management, man, it is going to be extremely difficult. Now, I'm also going to make proper videos about it, but I've told you guys about my experience when I went to a conference and I asked a person if my management skills, like if my management skills that I learned in the university during my masters will be utilized in any kind of field that I work in Germany afterwards. They said, if you do not know German, if you cannot speak German well, management degree is useless in Germany. And not just in Germany, in the complete dark region, the Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. And the thing is, like, people say otherwise. People say, hey, he got a job without a German proficiency and stuff, and they're bullshitting you, man. Look, only 1%, only 1% of the entire jobs in Germany are given to the people who have English proficiency. And the thing is, for those 1% jobs, the competition is so damn high because people are coming from France, from Spain, from United Kingdom. They all want to work in Germany because it is a financial hub of Europe, and that is why you're going to compete with the same people. But if you learn German, you have the other 99%. You have 99% of the pie which you can eat, which nobody else is looking at. So now just be careful of that. And if you're coming for management, just make sure that you are actually having some kind of German proficiency. B2 is always a good level to aim for. Now you also need to have like at least 2 to 3 years of work experience. That is better. If you do not have that kind of work experience, it is going to be more difficult for the companies to think of you as an eligible candidate for any kind of like this direct full-time jobs, because they do not know if you're employable or not. Now that is very important. If you're an employable person, that you might also have found job in India itself or any other country from which you did your degree. So if you're coming to look directly for a job, it is absolutely necessary that you have 2 to 3 years of work experience. Only then I would suggest that you come for a job seeker visa. Then the main thing is, guys, you know, you need to take action right now, because this whole golden phase of coming to Germany, and just, you have all of the leniencies which are given to you by the government, which the other people are uh, actually making for you. The workforce is shrinking, and you are actually having way more opportunities right now. The thing is, in Germany, we don't have the problem right now that we are having less people, or like we are having more people. The problem actually is that we are having less people which are employable. And this is where you guys come in. Like, if you want to really move your life, shift from your life, start a new life or something, it is really necessary that you start your journey to Germany. I'm telling you, this is like extremely nice phase. It is not going to come again, because afterwards it is just going to be another point system like Canada, like US, like Australia. And then it just doesn't make sense, and you have left this window where you can just come to Germany and you can settle your life here. So you should take the action absolutely right now. And there's a registration form in the description of this video. Once this video is done, you have to fill out the registration form, and there are a bunch of different courses which can help you in starting your whole process to Germany. There's a complete guide to studying in Germany. There's the job seeker, it's something that is interesting for job seeker visa, or anybody who's in bachelor's and wants to do an internship in Germany. For all of those people, there are like some different kind of courses which you can take. And to get the introductory offers on that, you can fill out the registration form, which is going to be in the link in the description, so that you can be notified on the introductory prices, so that you don't have to pay the full price. Like, that is the reason why anybody who is always punctual gets a better deal and gets even respected by everybody, because it's just like easier for everybody. You respect my time, I respect your time, and that's how things work. So that was the session of the slides, but now I'm here. I'm going to take up your questions. Don't worry. No. And if some questions are like too long or something, or too irrelevant, just don't fuzz about it. I'm going to try to cover it, and if it doesn't work out, don't worry. We'll have a lot of different sessions, and I'm going to just catch up with you there. So let me start with the questions here. Now, everybody who was writing comments in the chat, now it's the time. Now pull all of the comments, or like push all of the comments, whatever you call it. Yeah, now just put whatever you have in the questions. And instead of writing that you didn't answer my question, just write the question again, so that I can directly come and like respond to your question. So all right, I'm starting with the first question. The first question is from Abhishek Sharma, and he's asking, I am having 8.0 CGPA till 7th semester, but no work experience. I have a job now, but not of my domain. So should I go for the job for some months or 1 year so I can get some work experience, or just simply apply with no work experience? Abhishek, 8.0 CGPA, it's an extremely nice profile. It doesn't matter if you have good grades. Here's the rule of thumb. If you have good grades in Germany, like in India, in your bachelor's, then you will be preferred for your master's in Germany. But if you have worse grades, so for example, if you would have told me that, I have 7.0, or if I have 6.9, then I would have told you that it is better for you that you start your studies, or like you start your job in India, you work for 2 to 3 years, and then afterwards you come to Germany. That is going to be the way to go. Like that is how you should approach these things. But with 8.0 CGPA till seventh semester, it is completely fine. You should directly apply, and you should also start learning German on the side, because it is extremely helpful. It is always nice. All right, now I'll take the second question. The second question is, I want to do my MBA in supply chain management in Germany. Now, again, that's not a question, that's a statement. If you want to do in supply chain management, there are a lot of good, even private universities. There are some good private universities too, which you can look for. And there's one called Kunernagel. It is nice. Jacobs University. It is also nice. Even though it's like private university, it doesn't matter. Some universities have good reputation. No? Um, for supply chain management, just don't stay focused purely to supply chain management courses. You can also do a normal management course. So, for example, in my course in engineering and management, now what I'm doing, I'm also learning supply chain management. So, how nice is that? I'm also learning supply chain management. Then afterwards, I can do jobs in SAP or any kind of logistics company. Um, all right, Rohan Patil is asking, should we opt for double degree course in management if get a if second degree is from IIMA? Um, All right, that is a very interesting question. I think it would make more sense that you go for the double degree course in management if the second degree is from IIM Ahmedabad, if you want to also work in India afterwards, once you're like done with your studies and stuff. But otherwise, I wouldn't really suggest it. And here's the reason why. Now, here's the important reason, because most of the people, they do not really understand what the this splitting of the course does. So you spend 1 year in Germany, and you spend 1 year in Egypt, India, Thailand, Norway, whatever. What it does is, it doesn't give you any kind of specialty. You don't have specialty of the courses for Germany. You don't have specialty for the courses in Egypt, India, or whatever. So when the transition happens, when you go from your masters to your job field, then it becomes very difficult for you that you will be taken seriously by India or by German companies, because you didn't do your course completely in any one of those two countries. A better option is going to be that you come here, you stake your studies in one single country. So like the whole course is in just one single place. And then you can do a Ausland semester. You can do a foreign exchange semester. How nice is that? You just do a foreign exchange semester. You can go to I don't know, you can go to Japan, you can go to China. You have so many options here. No? So this is a better way to approach things than doing a double degree course, which is like, I don't know, 1 year is some from IIM or something like that. All right, so Ratish Pillai is asking, well, thanks Prem for your super chat. Ratish Pillai is asking, what should I do to get job as nurse? All right, so we have a huge super chat now. Me and my adventures. Brother Pratik here. Which university I can get in Germany after 3 years diploma from India? How can I learn German language and from where? All right, Pratik. Thanks for your super chat. Let me break your question down for you and like respond to all of these three parts. So first of all, after 3 years of diploma in India, it is you will have to do your bachelor's in Germany, and some universities which accept diploma are going to be your technical university of not it's not even technical university, it's the Technische Hochschule Deggendorf. They accept that. TU Clausthal accepts it. TU Dresden also accepts it. So with your diploma in civil engineering, you can apply to these universities. In general, the thing that you have to look for is that the universities do not ask your application via UniAssist. As long as the university isn't asking your bachelor's application via UniAssist, it's great. You can come to that university. How can I learn German language and from where? So the thing is, if you're living from a smaller city, I would highly recommend that you go for like some online courses. I have a collaboration with Smarter German, Michael Schmitz. He's living in Berlin. He's a German teacher since last 19 years, and he created an online course completely from A1 to B1. Now, you will be notified about that course too in the registration form that I put in the description. But it is important that you see if there's a language institute which is close by to you, and you see that they are teaching you German in a shorter time. Because I've seen, look, I have been to 7 different cities in India during our meetups, and I've seen some of the shittiest language institutes there and some of the best ones. So if there's a language institute which is actually offering you that it doesn't matter, I'm going to teach you German in the next 4 months, that means teaching German means still B2. You have to specify a goal to be able to achieve it. Now, if they just teach you, hey, I teach you German and it is going to cost this much money per month, do not go with that language institute. Only go with the language institutes which say that, yes, we have the fixed price per level this rate, and we are going to teach you till this level in 3 months or 4 months or whatever. So that is extremely important. Take care of that. All right, so let me take another question. And thanks for your super chat, me and my Pratik. All right, so Deria Hitesh is asking, is it fine if I apply through medium of instruction certificate? Do we need to take IELTS for PR or any scholarship after getting admission using MOI? So so Hitesh, you don't have to take IELTS again once you have gotten admission already. The thing is, the whole fuss about coming to Germany is still the time you have an admit. As soon as you have an admit, things are easy afterwards. Look, to apply for the PR, for the permanent residence, in I've also written it in my website's blog, that you just need to work for 2 years after your degree is done. It could be your bachelor's, it could be your master's, it could be your PhD. How nice it is! Just 2 years, and then you're done. Like, you can get your permanent residency. And the main requirement there is, the only and main requirement there is that you need to have B1 level of German. And man, I don't understand, if you cannot learn till B1 when you're living in Germany since last 4 years or something, or 5 years, then what is the point? Then what is the point of masters? If you can do your masters, if you can do your bachelor's or something, you can even learn German. You're smart enough to do that on your own, or like get guidance from somebody. Even the universities offer you courses. I do not really recommend the universities which offer German courses for free, because it is very difficult to teach somebody German with 1 class per week. 1 class per week is nothing, to be honest. It's absolutely nothing. You will forget everything. Next lecture, you will come again, and then you will have to revise everything, and then the things start over and over again. And this is not what you need when you're looking for language learning. Now, this is not the right way to go. Then afterwards, just a second, there's a guy who wrote his internet will get over. Manish Singh, what happened? Tell me your question quick. That's why I'm telling you, always write your questions along with that. Forum Shah is asking, I have done masters in physics with gold medal, and I've worked as assistant professor in degree engineering for 4 years now. I have to do PhD in physics. What to do? Have given IELTS 7 band and German A1 complete. Okay, Forum, that's really interesting. The first thing that you have to do is you have to start talking to the professors. You have to start writing to the professors. The best way to do it is you go to DAAD, you go to www.daad.de. You go there, you look for PhD programs, then you will have some bunch of programs listed there. Now, the second thing you can do is, for example, you have done your master's in physics. So what you can do is you can look for the bachelor courses in physics, see what kind of universities show up. Then you go to those universities, you go to the Institute of Physics, and then you write to the faculty there. You have to write to the faculty after seeing what kind of research is going on in their institute, because that is very important. That is what our professors teach here in Germany, that you have to be aware of what kind of research is going in the institute there, so that you can make a research proposal, or you can write to them that this research is really interesting. I would love to be a part of it, or like I would love to contribute in this research and stuff. This is the first step that you have to take. Second step is going to be, once the professor says yes, I'm going to accept you, or like, this research idea sounds interesting to me, then the professor is going to send you a letter. You have to fill it out, and then you have to send it to the university's international admission office. Then they're going to enroll you in the university. Afterwards, you will get an admit letter, and uh, and with that admit letter, you can apply to the German mission, like the German consulate or the German embassy, and you have to apply for again a normal student visa. All right, so we have another Piyush Nayak. Thanks for your super chat again. How bad is 8.1 CGPA 2. Wow, man, are you serious? You're talking about 8.1 and then you're writing bad. Like this must be like complete craziness. 8.1 is a really good score. 8.1 is a really good score. If you want to see the kind of profiles which are available, come to my Facebook group. I put a link there, and I had surveys with so many other people so that you have a better idea. Okay, if I have this much in IELTS, to be honest, IELTS doesn't really matter. It just has to be above 6.5. Anything above that, it's completely fine. It doesn't mean that the more score you have in IELTS, the better your chances are going to be. That's not the case. But with work experience, the profile, it does gets weaker and stronger. With your CGPA, that happens. And also with your statement of purpose, letter of recommendation, and CV. These five things are the most important things, which are the variables for your admission to the German university. So 8.1 is a good score. Do not worry about it. And thanks for the super chat again. Just a second. Again, just keep putting your questions. Don't worry. Like, I'm going to watch it as random, because there are like so many messages coming up here. So you can just keep posting. All right. So does B1 level CEFR verified is enough for German taught program? And I don't know who asked that. It's completely. All right. Okay. So we have Noor Muhammad. Thanks for your super chat again, Noor. What are the possibilities of getting master's admission for people who have already done masters in India, and people with low CGPA and bachelors and good in masters? All right, Noor, that's really interesting. I think masters is by far the easiest way you can come to Germany, because otherwise it gets really difficult. It's like sometimes people say that, okay, I'll come for PhD, but man, getting into PhD is more difficult than getting into masters, especially if you are in some kind of field in which there isn't so much research going on. So for example, for me as a master's student in management, when I want to do my PhD, it is going to be easier for me if I apply in the same institute in which I will do my master thesis here. Now, so for somebody who has done their masters already in India, it isn't that difficult, but it isn't easy either. I've seen people who have gotten visa rejections. There's a really active guy in our Facebook group. His name is Swetang Sharma. He had a visa rejection before, and then then afterwards, once the visa rejection happened, he put the remonstration again, and then they allowed him to come for a second master. So second masters isn't an issue. There's another guy whom I will be meeting, Abhishek Pandey, and he is also doing his second masters in Germany. So second masters is not a problem. And if you have bad grades in bachelors and good in masters, it's still fine. I hope bad is not so bad. Like, I think if it's 6.5 or something, it is going to create problems. But if you have better grades in masters, it is still going to be balanced. It is still going to balance it somewhere. All right, then we have another questions. Bro, all right, Innote Creators is asking, bro, in what way the new laws of immigration helps for students to enter Germany? So the thing is, it doesn't directly influence the student's situation. What it influences is anybody who wants to study here and then afterwards stay here for a job. They want to do a job here. So anybody who wants to do a job in Germany after their studies, or without doing their studies in Germany, for them it is going to be very easy. For them it's like completely fine. They can come here, they can start their studies. um, and that way it's just like, it has become very easier, because the Federal Employment Agency is no longer going to distinguish if you are from, what do I say, if you I completely forgot again. Yeah. So if you're from, if you're a German citizen, it doesn't matter. If you're a EU citizen, doesn't matter. If you're a non-EU citizen, it still doesn't matter. Now, so like that's the nice thing. So we have another super chat from Premanand Ramesh. Uh, just a second. Where is Premanand's question? So Premanand didn't even ask any question. Well, Premanand Ramesh, thanks a lot for your super chat. It does support the channel. Because otherwise, as a student, it's like really difficult to take so much time out. But anyways, whoever has questions, keep posting, because that's the reason I'm here, because afterwards it will get a bit too late. Sai Kumar is asking, is East Germany safe? The thing is, with East Germany, most of the times the cities like Dresden, you have Chemnitz there, you have Leipzig, and like all of these small and bigger cities, they have problems with like right wing parties. Most of the students, like in Chemnitz, if you go, you will just feel like it's just a second India, because there are like just so many Indian students there. And the problems aren't really that bad, but some kind of racism and stuff does happen in East Germany. So if you want to come to Germany, man, I wouldn't ever suggest East Germany. North is great, southwest is great, west is great, but like I think east, even like Bavaria, sometimes like people have issues there. So I would like definitely suggest like keep towards the west, north, and southwest section of Germany, and like don't try to, like, even if you can, like you can go there like easily. The rent is cheaper, but again the salaries are also cheaper, like lower there, so you don't get paid as much as you would get in like Hamburg or like Frankfurt or Stuttgart, Cologne or Bonn, and all of these major cities. um all right, so Jay Gangar is asking, hey Bharat, do you know about the collaboration between RWTH Aachen and RV College of Engineering in Bangalore? No, Jay, thanks for telling me. What is it about actually? So we have another question: is student colleague compulsory for bachelors in an international course, for example, international hotel management? So Rahul, student colleague is compulsory in general for everybody who wants to do their bachelors in Germany, because 13 years of study is how you are allowed in a university. That is the norm. If you, even if you're a German student, and if you study just like 10 years and you're done with your 10th grade, and you don't study afterwards for the another 3 years, then you cannot apply for university. If you study till 12 years, you don't do your 13th year, you can still not apply for the university. So most of the times, to apply to any kind of bachelor's, doesn't matter if it's an international course or not, it is compulsory to do a student colleague, unless the university mentions otherwise. Of course, like there are also some private universities which allow you to do that. All right. So it's been an hour. Umangala, let me try my best to answer as many relevant questions as possible, because my throat is also hurting. I just talked too much. I was just too passionate about this this thing, our today's session, because like I just really invested a lot of time here. All right, so let me go back to the slide so that you do not forget about registering in the forms, because it is important. These are going to be all introductory offers, and you can just really start organizing right away, because otherwise it will just get too late. Now, let me answer your questions again. Arjun Puri is asking, Arjun bro, please, my B1 level is starting from 25th October and will be completed till 20th December. So can I apply for student colleague in summer semester, or I have no choice other for winter semester? No, you can apply for the summer semester too easily. Like most of the times, the student colleague, their deadlines are around, I think, uh, not even 15th January. It is like 15th Feb or something, or sometimes even like 1st March. So it really depends. So why are you leaving why are you leaving one more semester? Just try, just apply, because you have to write the Aufnahmeprüfung anyways before that. All right, so again, we have Vicky Vigneshu asking 10th 95.6, 12th 96.12, CGPA is 9.12, one paper to be published, other under review, IELTS 7. Man, what kind of question is that? Look, anybody who has better grades than 8.5 or like around 8, they already have good chances in Germany. And especially, for example, for a university like TUHH, what is most important for them is that you are actually able to show that you have more than 80% score in your bachelor's, because otherwise they aren't going to entertain your queries. All right, so let me take three more questions now, because then I'm like really, my throat is hurting and I'm like really sorry that I couldn't respond to like more of them. Let me take three more questions. Um, just a second. Premanand Ramesh is asking, please answer my questions. CGPA 7.8. Was sind meine Chancen für Maschinenbau in Deutschland? Können Sie mir bitte sagen? I have work experience of 7 years. So, Premanand, man, that's like extremely nice profile, especially because you have 7 years of work experience. To be honest, if you don't even come for like masters or something, and if you just want to come to Germany to do your job, even that is going to be possible. But I would definitely advise you, because you already have 7 years of work experience. You might be having a family, you might be having children. So it is better that you learn German on the side already in India. So like, once you have till B2, then it is going to be way easier for you to find a job here. It's just all about like how you present yourself. And I think if you go through the registration form that I've put in the description, I have all of these different courses which you can look for and which you can go through. And then afterwards there's a course about purely about finding jobs and internships in Germany. So I think that is something you should definitely purchase, or like, because it is going to be an introductory offer when I release it. um exactly. So like for you, the chances are really nice. 7 years of work experience is just beautiful, and like any company would love to take you. Also, for most of the times, in Germany we have a lot of like mechanical engineering companies. So it is going to be way easier for you. Even like for civil engineers it is better, but not as great as mechanical engineers, mainly because mechanical engineers are always in more demand, because Germans have always been exporting machines, cars, major vehicles and stuff. All right, so let me take the first of all, guys, leave a like on the video, because then I can stay motivated for the another live session where I can take more of your questions. So leave a like on the video, and I'll go to my second question now, which is again random. So Puneet, the thing is, Puneet Jan said, hey, please. Now, again, Puneet, if you would have also written your question there, man, it would have come in my notice. All right, so Arvind Chodankar is asking, what is the difference between BSc in computer science offered by most of the universities and BSc in computer engineering offered by University of Duisburg Essen? Is it engineering course? So Arvind, in Germany, we do not differentiate between your purely bachelor's of computer science. Like it doesn't matter if it's bachelor's of engineering or if it's bachelor of sorry, if it's bachelor of computer science, like bachelor's of science in computer science or bachelor of engineering in computer science. Now, so it doesn't matter. Both of the courses are the same. The job chances are going to be the same. The only difference might be that maybe with the engineering course you might be earning a bit lesser credits than the proper bachelor of science course. So that might be I think the main difference. So, all right, I have time for one more question, guys. Let me just copy it. And again, I think this is also a very interesting question. People ask that, so Prosayan Bhadri is asking, does year gap without any valid reason affect admission? So, Prosayan, the main thing is that I understand that most of you might be really, really skeptical about gap years and stuff, because I understand, if 1 year you didn't do anything, what are you going to show in the CV? But the main thing is, like, if you haven't done anything for 1 year, it doesn't matter. You just have to show that you did something. That means I don't want to tell you that you have to fake some stuff or like something like that. But if you have any kind of freelancing experience that you were doing, if you were doing freelancing, if you were trying to build your own business, if you were trying to learn languages, if you were trying to learn computer languages, whatever you did in that 1 year has to be shown. So like show that in that 1 year you were doing this or that or this or that, but do not leave it without anything, because then the companies get really skeptical or the university get really skeptical. So let me do one bonus question again. So three questions were done, but let me do one bonus question. Start posting your comments again, your questions, because I have time now. Last question. All right, come on. Let I'll count to three. Holy shit, man, what the hell. All right, so sorry, I have to take it. This guy really wants the answer. Noor Muhammad, thanks for your super chat. What are the possibilities of getting master's admission for people who have already done masters in India? And people with low CGPA in bachelor's 61 and good in masters with 5+ years of work experience. All right. So Noor, I responded to your question actually before too, but let me tell you again that the chances with masters with 73% is going to be better, but like 60% in bachelors is really low. uh, I definitely encourage you to really apply to more universities. There's also a complete course that I've created for students who want to study in Germany, and it covers people who want to study bachelor's, master's, or PhD. The link is in the description, like in the registration form. You can select the course, and when the course is up again completely, I'm going to notify the students whoever want to purchase the course and get enrolled in it, because that will cover every single detail. With your profile, it is very important that you apply to as many universities as possible. And it is not just what I'm saying to Noor, and this is something I want to tell every single buddy, every single 262 people who are watching this right now, that if you want to come to Germany, do not limit yourself on just a few universities. Apply to as many universities as you can, because the application is free, man. Why aren't you applying? Like, there is no reason you shouldn't apply to more than um, one university. All right. So I think that was the bonus question, man. Thank you everybody for joining in. It was really fun. The thing is, I really love to take up your questions, especially when you're so motivated and you want to take action and you want to like do something about yourself. Because through this live session, if you're going, just go with one thing. It doesn't matter now if you want to come to Germany or not, or if you just watch me just because you're interested about studies in Germany. Whatever you want to do, you have to make a plan, because if you do not make a plan, it is going to be very difficult for you to ever start acting on it. So it could be, I don't know, studying your bachelor's or your master's or anything like that. You have to fix a deadline. I want to start selecting the universities till Sunday. I want to start selecting universities till this date. Then I have to start applying till this date, and so on. So these are the important things, and these are the things that you should take care of. Make some deadlines, stick to it. And if you have any kind of questions, come to the Facebook group. I'm having these live sessions every single Wednesday, and I'll be taking up your questions. And I know most of the times, like I had a slide today, and it was really important for me to show you that slide so that you can get started with those ideas. But next time we can just have a general Q&A. Not next time, 1 hour completely. I just take up your questions, you shoot your questions, I discuss them, and that's how we are going to just take this process. That's how I will be able to guide you. So thank you everybody for joining in this session. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. And the next time when I'm live again at 9 o'clock Indian time on Wednesday, set a reminder. I'm going to put it up already now, but just be careful. Just whatever you want to do it. If you need help with something, I'm here. I'm going to try my best. Even if it's not like completely study related, it doesn't matter at all. So, all right, guys, relax now. I cannot take more questions. I'm really sorry, but I'll try my best to do it the next time. Now, I'm sorry if I couldn't answer more questions, because, well, it's like a lot of them, and I really appreciate that. But in next live session, let's definitely try to take as many questions as possible. And if still somebody needs help, come to our Facebook group. All of us moderators are there, and we are just there to help you out. All right, then, do not forget, everybody who's watching the video, do not forget to fill up the form, because that is important. You have a lot of important information there, some kind of different courses and stuff. Um, and then afterwards, just fill out the course. And if you have any kind of questions, come to my Facebook group. All right, thanks. Um, Atif is asking about the Facebook group. I'm going to put the link in the description too for the Facebook group. But do not worry. Whatever kind of questions you have, come, ask, and I'm going to help you out. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Have a great evening, and start your week in a super awesome way. Just 2 days are left, and I'll be uploading the next video pretty soon. Next live session happens on Wednesday at 9 o'clock night, Indian Standard Time. All right, then, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye.